Taught him many things with lots of adventures and wholesome play. Oh, Jesse, you are there.
Yeah, we found him. Is that too wholesome
And
play? Or?
many, and many camping trips with family and friends gave him lots of fun. Motorbikes, fishing, boating, and taught him to respect others. His sport has entertained him and entertained us over the years, both at home and competitively. Tennis, cricket, football, and anything else he could lay his hands on. I hope this continues with his football, as we love watching him play. Jake's increasing knowledge of health and fitness is a worry though. The more he learns and thinks he knows, the more he picks on us.
Too many gains.
Jake has a great work ethic. He's always helpful, and if there is something to be done, he gets in and does it. He's worked at the Adventure Park, bar work, and many years with Safeway.
Yeah, Woolies. Fresh food people.
I am one of them.
Where he seems to be able to tell them when he wants to work. He's always done pretty well at school, and I'd like to congratulate him again on recently receiving his science degree. And I wish him well for the coming 2 years doing his masters. As you know, Jake has a great sense of humour. It's always fun to be around. He gets on really well with most people, and he's really good with kids. Most people. I think that's what I was going to chuck in his other bit. He's always been really good with his family, and probably 10 years ago when our family welcomed a newcomer to my niece's partner.
Stand tall, Emmas.
Put your hand up, Emmas.
He's just here, everybody.
He might be Sri Lankan. So we had a family get together with lunch. My mum put on all these beautiful things, pies and a bit of this and a bit of that, and pizza. And Jake thought he'd better explain to Imran, this is called pizza.
In Australia, this is what we call pizza. just.
And Emma's welcome to the family.
Now, hang on, get ready for this. This is my serious bit. He has achieved much through his 21 years, but I think his greatest achievement is he has turned out to be a good bloke.
Cheers.
And I'm sure you'll all agree with that.
Yeah.
You probably don't believe that he could be this good, so we're going to hear from a few others to maybe get a different angle and even might get some truth. So I'd like to welcome two of Jake's good friends, Jesse and Jimmy.
Wait, Jesus Christ, mate. Jesus Christ. Wait, Jimmy, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Jesse.
Stay away from the light, Jesse.
Wait, Jesse, Jesus Christ.
Do we have a moment to talk about Jesus?
Do it.
Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about Jesus Christ?
Excuse me, everybody.
Do it.
One of the best nights ever.
Do it.
No means as long as he's been at Ballerine. And as soon as he got to Ballerine, he was pretty well known as Wiener Boy.
There was no shells there though, so I'm confused.
He wasn't as big as he was now. He's probably the size of this bloke.
Jakey. That's another Jake.
He wasn't very big.
Poor Jake.
Sorry.
When he first got to our school, he still had his pretty strong Bendigo accent.
Bendigo.
It was, oh, Wiener Boy, where are you from? Oh, from Bendigo. Oh, from Bendigo. And I still well, our teacher was trying to read us triage or something in English. I can't remember what it was. he was trying to tell us how in Bendigo he got with an 8.
You got
And everyone in class
He was
thought
a
it
3 back then at best. He was a 3. Maybe pushing a 4, but not quite.
Oh guys, puberty did well.
Thank fuck for puberty. No one could believe it. He goes, oh yeah, in Bendigo, smell with fingers. So.
Jesse. Jesse, there's children here.
And I'll tell you what, no one could believe back in Bendigo that this is short I don't know where to go from here.
I don't think you've left much where else you can go.
Or just something about Jesus Christ, mate.
First adventure to Melbourne.
Yeah, I talk about your.
First adventure to Melbourne.
So our first venture to Melbourne, we met up at Ween's joint. So we called him Ween's after we come back to school after the summer holidays and grew about 3 feet and put on a little bit of muscle. So
He was no longer Wayne a bitch.
Wayne.
we couldn't call him Ween anymore.
Wayne a boy anymore because
I knew I shouldn't invite him.
Yeah, so the first night we went out in Melbourne, we went to a club called Can't Say. And
What's it called?
Can't Say?
No, then tell us though.
Can't say,
No,
or-
tell us though. What's it called?
I think it was a Jehovah's Witness joint. Somehow. I don't know.
Ended up
That's where we were
preaching all
from.
night.
And over to Jimmy.
Well done, Jesse.
Come on, son.
well,
No, it's alright. You're gonna tear up. You're gonna tear up. You're tearing up, mate.
I love Wayne so much.
You can see a glisten in your eye. It's cute.
I've known Jake for a long time.
Jake.
I've always made a very conscious effort to call him Jake or Jago because Weeds is always a long backstory. But
Not anymore.
known him for a long
Free
time.
reigns.
Known him through Tintin to Wiener Boy to Wiener Bitch to Weens.
Tintin.
Tintin.
Oh, he started off with Tintin.
You know the guy with red hair and the little dog?
Yeah. I know Tintin. Very racist.
Anyway,
Jordan Kelly.
he's here.
Ocean Grove.
Anyway, I've been put on the spot a little bit. So the only story that I can really think of was when Jake McKenzie convinced us all to do a runner from a cab.
Yeah, right.
And this isn't a big deal. We were 17.
I was in the front seat and I was last out, let's be honest.
We were 17.
I in no way had any way to do with this. It's just like, shit, everyone's gone. What do I do?
I remember
Pay
it
for the
differently,
cab.
but it was all a bit of a blur. It was all adrenaline. It was all very exciting back then. And we purposely got dropped off somewhere where we didn't need to be dropped off. Where a taxi
Nice
couldn't
hill,
chase it.
nice hill.
Good hill. And
Spent the rest of the night hiding under
we
bushes.
got dropped off. And because me and Jake live fairly close to each other, so everyone kind of went their separate ways after all the commotion had stopped. And every single car on the way home we thought was the taxi driver. We actually saw 2 taxis, and well, it could have been the same taxi. We think he was following us, but every single taxi, every single car, we thought was our taxi. We thought we were going to jail. We started giving each other our little tips. What not to, what not to do, what to get away with, and
Which direction to run?
it took us it's about a half an hour walk from where we got. It took us 3 hours to get home. We spent 40. Oh,
It was pretty much like everyone's back fence.
we spent 90% of the time hiding in bushes and behind back fences and behind front fences.
Buzzini.
Yeah. Gave him a knock or two.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Fawn. Yeah.
Good times.
we all love
Next Fawn still.
Jake. We're all here because we love Jake. He's a good bloke. He means well, even though sometimes, you know, it's not quite.
People fuck it up for you.
Alright, thanks, Jimmy.
And yeah,
That one's on me.
Fawn Steel. Fawn Steel.
we love Jake.
Let's go Fawn Steel.
Well, thanks very much, Jimmy, for that. I worked out that Jake isn't adopted anyway. Running the family. Now I'd like to introduce his brother, Vaughan.
Hey everybody. Jake's brother Vaughan, and look, she wasn't
Guys.
8 in Bendigo, she didn't exist, I think. Sorry, Jake.
I didn't think there was any 8s in Bendigo.
Maybe not.
Fair point. Great fence.
You guys are -3.
So Jake asked me on Christmas Day if I could say a few words tonight, and Jake, it's a bit sad if you organise your own speeches, just a future reference, I think.
For his next 21st.
I'll learn that.
So there's a 9-year gap between me and Jake, so I've got the privilege of being able to remember a few embarrassing stories about Jake when he was growing up. Remember he was a toddler with a cheeky little smile and laugh, and the way he used to sing that Sexy Eyes song on the radio.
What? Demonstration?
No thanks.
Oh.
I'll show you later.
On the playlist.
As a child, he used to spend a lot of time outside helping Bruce build the house and with the egg farm and stuff. But your idea of helping was usually playing with trucks, riding your bike, or playing in the car.
Yes.
So an interesting thing happened when Jake was playing in the car one day. Someone happened to leave the keys, and he used to stand up on the seat, you know, driving around, tooting the horn, laughing and everything like that.
How old?
Probably 3, I think, 3 or 4. Yeah.
Doesn't say.
And he
I
managed.
had the car for about 20 years and
Yeah.
hadn't put a dent in it.
Yeah, and he managed to get the car started and into gear, and he's up on the seat, tooting the horn, waving and laughing, everybody, you know, having a great time. But he was obviously unaware of what was inevitable that he'd follow, and yeah, he drove the car straight into the house. His face was priceless as it turned from a big smile into a wailing cry and look of horror when he realised what he'd done. Bruce might tell you about that later.
Take it down the back.
Out the back.
Hey! Whoa! Whoa!
Do you want-
Jesse, get out of here!
Jake used to be a mischievous child as well.
Great Fenta. You got no fans.
He used to get into lots of things he wasn't meant to play with. And one day, I think we found him in the shed playing with power saw attachment for a cordless drill. For some reason, he had it on his head, pretending he was on some sort of brain surgery or something. I don't know what that was about. But anyway, as Jake got older, he started playing a lot outside with his mates right up the road. Damo, Webby, which we won't talk about, Mum, it's alright.
Story.
And Steve, the kid next door. But I'm not sure Steve-O would look back with the same fond memories as you did, Jake, because I remember many times he came in from lunch, Steve-O left outside tied to a tree or looking for the motorbike keys that he'd stolen and hid away somewhere. There's probably a few more misdemeanors, but Damo can tell us about these later on. As Bruce mentioned, Jake loves his sport, tennis, cricket. You know, who can forget his Pat Rafter impersonation every time we want to point at tennis? But he grew out of that. But something you might not know is he tried bungee jumping one day.
Oh.
He was probably about 4 or 5, climbed up a tree, maybe 4 foot up. He had the rope securely around a branch, and the other end tied securely around his neck.
Life wasn't that bad, was it?
Well, he didn't actually jump, so he's just kind of lucky. Otherwise, he might not be here today.
You're right, Jimmy.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll just take a picture of something else. Anyway, in more recent years, Jake, you've had many great achievements, but you normally don't like to mention these, like the time you didn't tell us that you made it to the state finals across country, and that you didn't graduate, with your science degree. I found out on Facebook a couple of days later. I get the feeling you don't like me that much.
Oh.
Taken 18 years, mate.
Maybe you're just modest, I don't know.
Page 3.
But look, Jake, all these moments, bungee jumping, tying your mates up to trees, crashing cars, they're all insignificant at the time, but they become a big part of who we are as a person. And look, you're all grown up, and it's been a privilege to me to watch you for the last 21 years, because look, you were a cute little baby, a mischievous toddler, a bigger little shit, but you turned out all right. So look, we're all extremely proud of you, and given the commitment that you show to everything that you do, I can't wait to witness the next chapter in your life, and wish you all the best. Happy birthday, Jake.
You should do it to start singing it. I don't think I should read it today.
Well done, board. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Damo, the last of our speakers. Damo is a great mate of Jake's.
Just watch your ankles, boys, a bit short.
Since he was about 5 years old. And Jake has learned a lot off him over the years.
Crawling up our driveway.
Damo.
Alright, I've got to apologise because I left my speech back in Bendigo.
How do you say it?
But the good thing is I remember all the good stuff, so I'll cut out all the boring shit. I've known Jake since prep and whatnot, just hang out all the time. I taught him everything he knows today. Often, because he just used to live down the road, we often used to get his mates around, just around the corner, next door, get them over. We used to play this game, it was called 2 on 1, so Bruce used to go into town.
Wait, what did he tell us before he went?
He used to go, alright, I'm just going into town to get some lunch, boys, I won't be long. And we're only 6. There's 3 of us on a farm, motorbikes, cars. No, none of this 2 on 1 bullshit. Yeah, Bruce, don't worry about it. Anyway, come inside one day. Here's his mate Steve-O, duct taped to the table tennis table. Jake's sitting there going, still playing with yourself, Steve-O, still playing with yourself. This went on for about 20 minutes until Bruce got home. As Vaughan said before about his mate Webby down the road, I've got a couple of stories on him. But one of them is he,
Get out of here.
I wasn't going to say that.
Get it. Do it. Yeah, do it.
No, everyone wants to hear it. So he bought this Flash motorbike and we thought it was pretty good because it was a key start. 10 or 11 at the time, and he had a girlfriend. It was pretty cool.
Maybe was your name?
It was a bloke. So he's rocked up at the shed with his motorbike, and Jake thought, I'll fix you. He's taken the key, took his phone, ran inside, locked the shed. He said, you're not getting your key and I'm ringing your girlfriend. And here's Jake shooting his girlfriend. We finally gave it back and he pissed off. Anyway, his brothers, Vaughan and Josh, used to have this little van out the back. Never used to go, sat there for about...
That was Josh's.
That was Josh's van.
Josh's van. Sat there for 15 years. This one day,
Still there.
Me and Jake thought, we'll see what's in this van. 14. We might get in there and check these out, Jake. Girly magazines. Anyway, couldn't find Jake for the next half an hour.
That long?
Would have been 15 max, mate.
There's a couple of years between me and Jake, so we only used to play a little bit of footy together, but he used to be that kid in the team. real scrawny kid. Everyone used to line up and try and hit. Some of us still had a bit of puppy fat running around. And he was the only bloke in the team with a helmet. He's just a cops.
Bruce, thanks, Dad.
Yeah, I've done camping, fishing, motorbike riding, you name it, we've probably done it together. He's a good kid. Oh, hang on.
David, no, they're right.
So there's one time at Bankman.
Good man.
So, plenty of times we've been up the river when we were only little. I think we're on school holidays. And Bruce said, "Oh, take us up the river for a couple of nights." Yeah, this is good, Bruce. You know, we'll go. That was the first time anybody invited because he didn't want to take Webby anymore. I'll get to that story in a minute. Anyway, we got up the river. We're only going for a couple of nights. Bruce goes, "Oh, we'll stay for a couple more." All right, eh? The nights are up. Oh, a couple more? Yeah, right. So this is a week going on. Better go in town and get some beer, Bruce says. No, we're going in town. Brought a boat motor, beer, petrol, the motorbikes, everything.
It's supposed to be hanging it on Jake, not me.
I think we ended up staying there for 2 weeks.
Between jobs.
Yeah, Bruce was semi-retired that time. So anyway, I'll just wrap it up on this last story. Jake had this mate, his name was Webby. Real mad bastard down the road. Anyway, I wasn't there. I don't know the full story of what happened.
You know, you've heard it enough.
Thanks, David.
No, I'm telling it. I'm telling it. Sit down. So there's one time Webby come over. He used to wear these socks. I don't know whether he had big motorbikes.
I know why he wore the socks.
Well, anyway, he had these socks and they'd hang off him about 300 mil, about that far. Anyway, he used to walk around, you know, dragging them everywhere. And this one time, Pam went down the hallway and she's like, "What is that? Oh, so much shit in the hallway." Fine, turns out Webby had shit in his sock and dragged it down the whole hallway into Jake's bedroom. So here's Pam, 9 o'clock at night.
I think Jake tried to
Here's
clean
Jake
up
with the window cleaner.
I gave Webby the window cleaner, actually.
Webby never come over since. But
Pam has a restraining order.
We used to go to, me and Jake used to go to school together. I was in year 9, he was in year 7. Anyway, it was his first day, you know, knocking around with me, I think he was pretty cool. I was one of the cool kids. Anyway, so I've got a game to play. He goes, "Yeah, what is it?" I said, "Get in the bin." So he gets in the bin, I put the lid on. I'm walking around thinking I'm pretty cool with this bin. Put in the group of girls. And made it, "Ah!" Gets out, you know, it's pretty funny. That's one group, went to another one. I think we've got about 5 groups, and the teacher come up and said, "Damien, you're bullying that kid in the bin, aren't you?"
Thanks, Damo. Wonderful.
So where's Webby tonight?
All right. I think we're coming to the end of this. Jake, I'd just like to say, Mum and me have thoroughly enjoyed your company over the past 21 years, even when you were telling us off, arguing, calling us names, etc. The lengthy conversations and discussions about any subject have always been interesting and amusing. We'd like to congratulate you on the way in which you have conducted your life so far. We are both very proud of you and wish you contentment and happiness for the rest of your life. Thanks for being a great kid, Jake. Now I'd like to propose a toast. If everybody raise their glasses.
I've finished.
Glasses.
Happy birthday, Jake.
Jakey!
Right, now can someone light the candle, please?
Oh, before that, here's the no, after the candle.
Probably been what
Anybody got a lighter?
Hey. Oh, yeah. Alright, hold up.
You're a champion.
What a cake.
Just move it over there. You are that kid.
Well, at least I lit the cake. Alright, I lit the cake. Leave me alone, I lit the cake. I did. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jakey. Happy birthday to you. Hip hop! Hip hop! Hip hop!
Winners, take it up.
Go. Just start it.
Would you like to cut the cake? Excuse me.
Jay.
What are we supposed to say now? Speech.
He loves it.
Stand in the middle.
I love it though.
I don't care. I love it.
Well, when I first said to the boys, go say whatever you want in your speeches. I thought it was going to be contained, but
Sorry.
that's alright.
You said say whatever you want.
That's mine.
Hey,
Josh.
Firstly, I want to thank everyone for coming, especially on such small notice. Most of the people I invited couldn't come, so it's good that you could step in and fill the gaps.
Banter.
Just kidding, guys.
What a man.
Firstly, thanks to Mum and Dad for putting on the night. Obviously, couldn't have been what it is without it. And the food, it's been amazing. Thank you, Joe.
Give her a kiss.
Those meatballs were amazing, Jay.
Where are you, Joe?
Where's all?
3 cheers for Joe.
Joe.
Good on you, Joe.
Tony. Hooray.
Who's Tony?
Hooray.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's done a good job.
Great stuff, Joe. Also, I want to thank Webby for making my childhood, obviously, what it was.
On you, Webby.
Plenty more stories.
And here he is.
And Steve-O for not complaining when we're done with him. But yeah, pretty much that. Just thanks everyone for coming. It's been a good night. Hit it up.